Tisno is the youngest head warder of any Indonesian reserve. He's only 24 and a trained botanist. He's an exceptional figure in this corrupt milieu, where many wardens readily accept payoffs from the poachers. Tisno hasn't relinquished his integrity and has devoted himself to defending the animals. Ujung Kulon National Park was set up by the Dutch in 1921 in order to protect the remaining rhinoceros in the Sonda, the wild herds of Bateng and the Java tiger. The Indonesians took over the task in 1945, the year of their independence. Tisno was appointed in 1986 by the PPA, the official body in charge of national parks protection. And for a paltry salary, he watches over a quarter of the reserve's 65,000 hectares, along with 6 other men. Armed with a Remington, Tisno steps up the patrols, 2 days in the jungle and 1 or 2 sea patrols per week, when his only boat is not out of service. Small means for so many thousands of hectares. Usually, the poachers are given a warning and then escorted out to the open sea. Tisno is fairly proud of his mission, to protect his hectares of virgin jungle and coast. The army have radioed to inform him of the presence of seasoned poachers within the zone. After 4 hours' search, he finds them at last. Around here, everybody likes the idea of a Rambo-type army. It's a dictatorial regime. For Tisno, it's merely decorum. 2 warning shots suffice to discourage their attempted getaway.
Depan, ayo ke depan. Depan, jangan ke depan. Ayo. Depan. Jongkok semuanya, jongkok. Jongkok. Jongkok semua. Ayo kumpul sini, kumpul. Tangan di atas. Angkat tangan. Turunin golok masing-masing. Ayo sini, kumpulin. Dari mana nih kapal? Dari mana? Hah?
Dari Labuan, Pak, bisa nggak?
Labuan.
Pak.
Lagi ngapain di sini?
Menjaring, Pak.
Menjaring, kenapa tadi dikejar lari?
Takut, Pak.
Takut sama siapa?
Ikan. Ikan. Saya penjaring ikan, Pak. Nelayan, Pak.
Angkat lagi,
A quick search ensues. These poachers posing as fishermen are wearing balaclavas as protection against the sun. The arrest goes ahead peacefully.
Tapi saya baru sih Pak, jadi nggak tahu lagi saya berhubung orang nelayan jadi cari. Ngerti nggak? Ngerti Pak.
Upon his return to his Andelum base, Tisno informs the 3 other game reserve stations of the arrest.
Roger, nampaknya monitor di sini silakan masuk Pak. Roger, mat malam Pak. Bersama siapa dan sementara punya posisi di mana Pak T?
That same evening, the offenders are handed over to the army, who will transfer them to the Pandeglang prison.
Siap, ini tahanan harus bawa ke Loboan.
Siap, Pak.
Langsung bawa ke tahanan.
Siap.
Ya, Pak. Ayo jalan.
Siap. Siap. Start, motor.
Start motor ke Loboan. Buka Loboan itu bukan. Sana. Sana mundur. Pindah ke sana. Mundur, pindah.
This evening, like every other evening, Tisno types up his report. Patrol carried out, number of spent cartridges, number of arrests. At dawn, Tisno and his helpers set out on patrol once more, but this time through the dense jungle of Ujung Kulon. The volcano Anak Krakatau devastated the region when it exploded in 1883. That 27th of August, 40-meter-high waves pounded this very coast, and the rain of ash which ensued laid a thick fertile layer over this whole area, giving birth to one of the lushest jungles in the world. This forest, though it's only 100 years old, nonetheless boasts a wide variety of wildlife. Monkeys, venomous snakes, leopards, ferocious wild boar, rare birds, and 50 or so Sonda rhinoceros, which add up to a few kilograms of much sought-after horn. The fact that Ujung Kulon has been a reserve for 70 years has not prevented, alas, the disappearance of certain species. Among these, the Java tiger, whose tracks were last seen in 1951. Behind his soldierly appearance, Tisno is of a kindly nature, a solitary figure who doesn't much like to talk. His closest companion is the jarum, an Indonesian cigarette prepared with cloves.
Habis hujan sih rusak jalan.
The jungle patrols take several days. Tisno is at home here. He knows the plants which are medicinal and those which are dangerous. He has long learned to develop the senses which help keep one alive. Scorpions, insects, snakes, Bateng, that is, water buffalo, and crocodiles, are only a small part of the dangers involved when up against the unscrupulous pirates and poachers from the neighboring villages. In July '88, 2 of his men were killed, a settling of scores for a poacher who was arrested in possession of a rhinoceros horn. The main threat to Ujung Kulon is not systematic destruction, as is the case for the Borneo forest, but rampant small-scale plundering. Around this protected coastline, every sighting becomes suspect. A small canoe run aground, even though it contains nothing illegal, puts Tisno on the alerts.
Cek ke belakang ada.
Ujung Kulon is run according to very strict laws. No one has the right to sail within a mile of the coast without Tisno's authorization, never mind the right to land.
Jangan burak. Apa? Copot, Golok. Copot. Buka, Golok, buka. Sabar. Sana, kubul. Ngapain di sini?
Ngapain lagi bakar ikan, Pak?
Bakar ikan jangan di sini, ini kan di hutan. Kalau kebakar hutannya gimana tuh?
Kira saya tersembunyi, Pak.
Tersembunyi gimana?
Ada masalah, Pak?
Siapa namanya?
Ahmad.
Itu dimatikan apinya. Matikan. Bakar nanti hutannya. Itu ambil ikannya, ambil. Itu perahu siapa itu?
Punya saya, Pak.
Berapa orang? Cuman berdua?
2 ya.
Tahu? Nah, sekarang kembali aja ke rumahnya kemana? Cigorondong. Kembali ke perahu sekarang ya. Awas jangan sekali lagi masuk sini ya.
Iya.
Kalau sekali lagi ke sini penjara ya. Tahu?
Tahu.
Jalan. Jalan. Ayo ke motor.
Report follows upon patrol. 65,000 hectares can remain in a state of near unspoilt wilderness. We're into October. The monsoon is approaching. Heavy rain and high winds will make access to the reserve difficult, giving a few months' respite to the animals.